Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited, and Spidey couldn't get here so we could actually do the ban list discussion together, but I have like a sore ass tooth. Today was a shitty day. It's the 4th of July, whatever. Also, before I get into the actual discussion of my opinions on the ban list, don't forget to like the video. If this video gets about 350 likes, someone will win a free pack, and we will continue to do other ban list reviews and predictions. So show me your appreciation by liking the video. So I'll get right into the actual ban list itself. The ban list was very small, and it's funny because in my ban list prediction I said I didn't honestly feel like anything deserved to be banned. Even something as broken as Soul Charge, I was like, yeah, I didn't see any need for any card this format to be banned. And I was like, and when I saw it, nothing got banned, I was like, Spidey called me, he was like, hey man, you know, ban list big. I'm like, I know any time when anyone would come up to me saying the ban list is important, it either had something to do with Goyu or Trish. And that's the first card, Goyu Guardian. And the moment I heard Goyu was limited, this is what hit me right in my head.
Y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me. Well, who's laughing now? What do you think of this?
That makes you attractive!
Yeah!
I was like that. I'm still like that. I was going to be like that either for Trish or for Goyu, but I was in the back of my mind. I was like that because I've been stocking up on Goyus and Trish's because I was like, this card is so unfairly banned. You're meaning to tell me that Goyu is worse than Big Guy and that Goyu can't even be at 1? I'm like, fuck at it. It's sad because I honestly can't fit Goyu into everything. The only deck I can honestly fit Goyu in, there have been so many fucking games where I summon Lumina and I have to pitch Minerva and I'm like, I don't have Assailant in my graveyard or Hand of the Lightstorm, and I'm like, part of me is like, if I can't bring back Assailant, then what the fuck is worth going to bring back a Lila? I'm like, but at least now I'm like, hey, I can bring back Minerva and try to steal some shit, and he has good attack points, Goyu. It doesn't really help synchros, like synchro decks, but it's a reason to want to play synchros, because Goyu is a bitch. Going into the next card that was limited, which is the only other card, is Gear. And I actually wanted Geargino MK number 2 to get hit, but I'm more than happy to accept this because Goyu Guardian was actually like in my ban list predictions, so that was one of my predictions that I got right. Gear, I'm like, I didn't call that, but I called MK number 2, but still, I'm you know, it was the best deck of the format, so it had to like get affected. Next cards, the cards that were semi-limited. First was Magician of Faith. I didn't see that happening, but I see what they're doing. They're kind of doing the same treatment that they did for Tsukiyomi onto Magician of Faith. I honestly don't like what they're doing with Magician of Faith because I don't know. When I see Magician of Faith going to like 2 and maybe even go to 3, it gives me like a doubt in my mind. I'm like, so is that like saying that Heavy and Monster Reborn will never come back? I can't see Konami like having them both in the same format together. I just can't see them doing that. Maybe, I don't know. I can't speak for Konami. Next card to go to 2, Formula SYNCHRON. I'm like, I'm very grateful. When Formula Monarchs was a bitch of a deck, and I'm like, if only Fishbowl Blaster was around, I would be having so much fun, because I love fucking Formula Monarchs. But, I mean, Formula Synchron's good. I mean, there are really not many Synchro decks these days that really go out of its way to, like, Synchro Summon as much as they did in the past. The next semi-limited card was Reinforcements of the Army. I didn't predict this format, but I predicted that last format, because it was like, Heroes is a dead deck, and it would promote Noble Knights. So I was like, you know, they should semi-limit Reinforcements, and people were like, you can't bring Rhoda to 2? That's fucking too unstable. I'm like, yeah, but if you compare something like Rhoda to Tanky is worse than Rhoda, and Rhoda is not as branched out except for Heroes and mainly Noble Knights. I know there are other decks in between, but that's the main thing, would be those two. But, because I know people are going to be like, well, what about other fucking decks? I mean, I know people are going to be like, Stelos can use it and a lot of other things, but it's like, I'm grateful to honestly see a format where it's a 2. It'll be different, and I mean, I didn't see why they did it, because I'm like, Heroes already have enough consistent, but I'm like, I don't know if they'll actually add that second one. I'm going to try to fit it in my Heroes, actually, because consistency is, like, perfect for me. I love anything to do with consistency is, like, good on me. But other than that, I mean, I think they're trying to promote Noble Knights a bit more, and I think that that's why they pushed it. I mean, that's why I predicted it last format. And the last 2 cards to get semi-limited, which I called both of them, Mirror Force and Deep Prison. I can't see many people using 3 Mirror Forces, but I can see people using 3 D-Prisons. I honestly said, you know, not many people are checking in Mirror Force to begin with, and if anybody's fitting anything in, it's going to be most likely be D-Prison. So I'm like, I'm actually very happy to see D-Prison go to 3. I can't honestly see, I'm hoping for in the future, maybe Torrential will go to 2, or Compulse go to 2, but it's a very good sign. So overall, this list is one of the few lists in a long time that I'm actually happy. The ban list was pretty good. I feel like it didn't hit much. That's what I don't like. But you know what I think Konami's starting to do? They're kind of doing what they used to do, where it's like, where they make these really broken decks, and then they just oversight them with more broken shit, and then they only, like, effectively hit the one best one out of all of them. Like, I feel like, you know, Fire is very good, Mermaids are very good, Spellbooks are very good, Hat is very good, Majochis are very good. All these decks are like very good and none of them got hit. So it's basically just saying Konami's just like, yeah, we like these really strong overpowered decks and we'll just continue making more overpowered decks and we're just going to keep them all in the same fucking room with each other. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, if they want to keep each deck on like equal terms, I feel like that's fine, but I feel like if you want to do that, I don't have an issue with that, but I feel like what about the older decks, like something like, you know, Blackwings? Blackwings, you know, have, like, because since a lot of things still have the Banhammer on them, I feel like if you want to let everything else, like, in the current metagame run around freely, you know, be a little courteous to all the other old decks that could be doing the same kind of highlight if you give them a chance, but Konami wants to promote the decks that are new, like Sylvans, and they don't need any competition with older decks. I like it. I'm happy for Goyu. I'm happy for D-Prison. I'm happy that Gira got a little touched. I mean, I'm happy about Formula SYNCHRON, even though I can't really use them. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the list. And I'm just, I always enjoy when a format changes where something comes off the ban list that you could try out and have that nostalgia feeling of, I remember this because I never actually played a format where Goyu was around. I never owned Goyu as a kid. Or, well, when I mean kid, I mean when I was like 18, I didn't actually own a Goyu Guardian, even though I was like, I need one. And now I actually have Goyus, and I'm like, yes, profit and play. So it's like, so thanks for watching the video. If you appreciated the video, and also the winner of the free pack from the last video, because the last video got 350 likes, so congratulations to this person. So right here on the bottom, you'll see the winner. You have 48 hours to claim your prize. And the next video will hopefully be my 6 Path of Pain, but the last one didn't actually get the 350 likes, so you may not get that next Sunday, unless you like it now, and I notice it by Sunday, and then I will do it. Subscribe to Underground, comment, like, do everything fancy, and also please subscribe, tell a friend, because me and Spidey are trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're almost at 8,000. Thank you guys for your appreciation and your dedication to watch our funny ass videos. And this video wasn't really based off funniness, it was based off just like a review. So yeah, that's my review of the list. I'm happy. This is the first list in like the past 4 that I didn't want to like yank my fucking hair out, even though I got a haircut, there's nothing to yank.